YouTube, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We got 1,100 subs. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all just don't know. Hey, keep running my videos up, man. It's all love, man. You know what I'm saying? Big things coming later on. If I get famous enough, I'm gonna start doing giveaways for sure. But make sure y'all like, comment, and sub. Follow all my socials: Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, TikTok, all that good stuff. Let's get into this video. Secret killer leads police to girlfriend's dead body. What the hell? What?
In the early hours following Mother's Day, officers responded to a 911 call at a familiar location. But this time, on the other side of the door, lay a mother of 3 babies with deadly wounds all over her body.
Oh, man.
That would leave officers with just one question.
How?
How?
Where's she at? Come on. Baby! Baby!
Oh my God.
Oh,
I need to go outside. Go.
Oh, my son in the room!
I just need you to step out here, all right?
I'm scared, man!
Oh my goodness.
She ain't responding, man! That's my girl, man!
I need you. I just need take him out.
Oh my God!
Hey, we get here.
Oh my God!
We don't get him outside.
Oh man!
He's got him. Just
They're
keep
doing
him outside.
CPR right now, I think.
She's got a swollen eye. She fell.
No, it looks like she fell.
Oh, he's right here. There's his foot.
Hey, she's still right to that location?
Oh, good.
Oh, shit. He's a
We were just pulling up as she said that.
Oh my goodness.
We going back to service.
I'm very confused because she's got like a black eye and
What the hell?
Forehead and statue.
yeah. That's why I thought when I first came in that she fell.
Hell nah.
Scratches along the neck,
Black eye, swollen eye. She didn't fall.
nose, bloody nose. When'd
No!
you last talk to her?
I came back later. I seen her, my baby, in the room.
Okay.
We was up talking. My son in the room.
What's the last time you saw him?
I just got back now.
Did she collapse while you were here?
Bro. I know this is a sad situation, but bro, look at the living conditions, bro. Clean up, bro. Like, you raising your kids around this dirty ass crib, bro.
Did she fall while you're here? You
Like,
came,
damn,
came back and she was
Crib
like,
dirty as hell, gang. Like,
I sat there, and then, boom, that what made me call y'all, like, babe. She collapsed. If she ain't collapsed, she was there.
something overflowing there?
I think so. What's that dog shit?
God. Bro, these people are fucking disgusting, bro.
He said this was not here.
Okay, maybe, oh my God.
He left.
What's your shit?
Never mind. Let's just watch the video,
You
bro.
got a name? I just go whatever y'all
We
have.
got
Because I don't even know where to look.
3625. Looks like the freezer has either been unplugged or is broken, and there's also a overflowing toilet.
Oh my.
There's
Dude.
a bunch of
Feces. Oh my
and
God.
messed up stuff in the back.
As officers began scanning the apartment, the details they were finding weren't adding up to the story they were being told. The bleach soaked into the kitchen floor, the broken broom handle, the overflowing toilet, and the woman's injuries told a story far more violent than anything the man outside was letting on.
he said that he went out clubbing with his nephew. From what I've gathered from his jumble phone, he went out clubbing with his nephew. He came back, and at some point he told her to quiet down the baby, and he'll be back. And then
Came back, she was like that.
he didn't say that. He's beating around the bush. I haven't been able to get a straight anything out of him. But he said she was like making some like noises, and then she was like that, and that's what he called us.
So, okay, bro. Alright, never
So he was
mind.
going in circles. And then he went back later. He told EMS that she was acting weird, and then he said something about her not saying anything to him. EMS then walked off, and I was like, "Well, how was she acting weird? What was going on?" And he was like, "No, I'm not telling you that." So
He does. He does live here.
This is disgusting, bro.
We
First of
locked
all,
him up last year.
bro, this house is really making me mad, bro. Clothes on the couch.
Matt, we have
You got dog
calls
poop
on him
everywhere.
and no prior history.
The baby
to
slumped
at
in the
least
bed.
warrant, you know,
I'm not gonna lie, I think I seen some poop on the bed. Maybe like a stain, like,
So
bro.
if he doesn't want to go, then he can be made to go.
Hey, are you the mom?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, she's gone.
Go, bro.
She's passed.
Oh, no!
Hey,
Jesus Christ.
Come on, make
I know y'all worried about it.
Man, they need answers, bro.
Help me, mother, help me. Help me. This her mother.
I know.
Help me, no friend to her niece. They just buried her brother.
Okay, so you're friends of the family.
Yeah.
What? Oh,
I
my
didn't see
goodness.
her car over here.
Okay. So you live near here.
Yeah, I was live up in here.
Okay.
We know her daughter. I grew up with them.
When's the last time you saw her?
This
Last time
morning?
I saw her
Oh.
yesterday.
Yesterday? Mm-hmm. Okay. Was she acting weird at all? Like, was she acting sick or anything like that? No?
Normally, Haley, hey Miguel.
Did she call you to come pick her up?
Yeah, she did.
He did something to that girl, man.
It ain't got time. 10:27 p.m.
All right, she called it. She called you at 10:20.
Well, she called me 10, and she called me at 10:03. Then she called me at 10:08. And then I called her back because she was like, come pick her up. I wanted to see if she still wanted me to come get her. So that I called her back at 10:27. She said, can you come pick me up? I said, what's going on? She said, I don't want to stay here tonight. I said, okay. I said, well, I don't have my car right now. I said, I said, Will have my car. I called Will to see if he'll come on.
I'm still mad about the living conditions, bro. Why y'all crib dirty and dog poop everywhere and y'all got a kid in the house, gang?
Suspect agreed to go to the station voluntarily.
Rest in heaven to the girl, but, you know,
Help detectives piece together what had happened.
some people don't deserve kids, bro.
However, the person who knew this couple best was already telling a very different story.
Do you have any kind of pre-existing medical conditions or anything like that? Anything that you've been sick or ill?
No, I mean, what we do and stuff.
Okay.
So,
What kind of?
K2. Oh,
Was she
he,
able to stand up at all?
of course. Of course, bro.
Her on, or you just dragging her basically?
no, never.
She did.
I know you want.
He high right now.
Well, we want to know. I definitely know what you want.
That boy beat my daughter.
Facts.
Boy beat my daughter.
Facts.
Yes, ma'am.
He said, Mom, I want to come speak.
All them crocodile tears he was doing, bro. That nigga wasn't crying for real, bro.
Night with you.
Yes, ma'am.
I was believing him at first. I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
From your house. You pay. You stay there, boy. Beats my daughter all the time.
Has she got anything else going on?
See, he
with
not
her
even.
that
Look at him, bro.
stuff?
Like,
Is she hurt in any way? Is there anything on her that?
If she is, I mean, she don't speak to me, right?
Okay. So you ain't laid no hands on her tonight. Is that right?
Something
why he all
different
in his face? Look.
So you ain't laid no hands on her tonight.
Bro, you're lying.
Is that right?
Something different about it, man.
I'm just saying, you ain't laid no hands on her tonight. Is that what you're saying?
Something different about it.
Any kind of scratches or anything that she had, would that have been from tonight?
No, verbally, whatever.
He high.
No.
Yep. Easy giveaway. He did it.
In the face with nobody can look at her. She got bruises. If you look at my daughter bruises, she bruised up in her face.
I mean, Mother's Day, and before that, every first and stuff, you know, I was trying to clean all day for her.
So what were y'all cleaning? Cause I mean,
Bro, we was just talking about this yesterday, bro. That is not love. If y'all beat on each other, bro, y'all don't love each other, gang. Love will make you do crazy things, but love don't supposed to make you beat on your significant other, bro.
you know, obviously we're
And then bro, it's an easy giveaway. He said he was on cocaine, bro. Like,
the crime scene guy
niggas be weird, bro.
over there, and he's taking a look at it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, did you try to clean anything up tonight after you found her passed away?
No, the truck was getting messy. We never got it up. Nothing. It's just messy, period.
The police officer asked if he tried to clean anything up. Bro, that dirty ass house, they ain't doing no cleaning, nothing.
He busted lip.
Ike and Tina is crazy.
And you know, she had hair, no. She wasn't wearing them there with the cobra. And I'm like, what going on? My daughter said her lip is busted. He constantly beat her. He constantly beat her.
Oh my God, bro.
Get her from the bedroom to the hall. I mean, how were you carrying her? Can you show me how you
I'm like, my shoulder. Then I got up. Hey, come on, baby, drink with me.
Was she able to walk at all, or were you just basically having to carry her the whole way?
Jesus Christ, bro. He been beating on that girl, man.
Yeah. Well, I can't say yeah.
Simple question. Did you hurt her? Did you hit her, choke her, stab her, beat her, anything like that?
No, I mean, yeah, a little altercation, but...
Was that tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, nothing to...
Scars on her neck.
Okay, and that was today at lunch.
This nigga.
All the time. You know, she keep black guys. She done beat her last week. She had a black eye for last week.
So she had a black eye from last week?
Yeah, left eye. He gonna beat her to the right. Now he done went to the left eye.
Okay,
I'm ready for the autopsy, bro.
Every time you turn around, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police.
That's sad, bro.
But just as detectives thought they had the full picture, someone who knew the couple came
And he
forward.
in that bit with his feet
what he
out.
had seen hours before that 911
Druggy,
call.
bro.
You all right? He said, man, you got some money? You got some money? I'm like, no, I ain't got no money. What's wrong with you?
He was high.
And so I went in the house, I said, well, I'm gonna take a shower. So I took a shower, came back outside. I just seen this. I ain't want to walk up and say, what's wrong? Because I felt like he that reaction, like, I don't know, what you want?
But she was sitting here? Like on the...
Yes.
She's sitting where? I'm sorry?
Sitting in that car.
So the only time you saw her, and just correct me if I'm wrong, the only time you saw her is when she was sitting in the car, both times?
Yeah, both times.
You never saw her, like, get out and do anything, say anything?
And that was at Gruber Homes, and then here?
Okay.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen her say nothing else.
But that wasn't the only problem with his story. Surveillance footage from the complex showed the car leaving only once that night at 11:35 p.m. and returning just 8 minutes later at 11:43 p.m.
Jesus.
He claimed he left twice. The man he said he visited both times told investigators he never came back that night. That meant from 11:43 p.m. until the 911 call at 1:53 a.m., 2 hours and 10 minutes. He was alone in that apartment with her. Not
Crazy.
only that, but during those 2 hours, he was texting from her phone pretending to be her trying to buy drugs, messaging people on Facebook looking for a ride. And when a friend called her phone to check on her, he answered it himself and refused to let her speak to her. She was likely already dead.
Damn! Lock his ass up.
And they were telling you do CPR, do all this stuff. What were you doing to her?
CPR.
So the chest compression?
Yeah.
Were you doing any breaths or anything like that?
Yeah.
And the reason I ask that question is because, they can tell that something went on here in her chest when they do the medical examiner's office. There'll be evidence of that you were doing compression.
Okay.
So, were you doing compression?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you ain't never...
He's sobered up now.
We have in the past.
I'm talking about that particular day. You ain't laying in.
Trying to wake her up, to get her up.
How hard did you get her?
I mean, when she would respond, it was like, hey, babe. And I was...
Get my hand. You ain't gonna hurt me. Okay. Where were you hitting her?
Right here.
Okay, get up.
You have been whipping her ass for 4 years. You expect me to believe?
Exactly. Like,
I know that's the thing.
getting sobered up. Nah, man. Wake his ass up.
And all that right there. But no.
And not only that, but we got physical evidence that says you tried to manipulate that scene and clean some shit up. Because that bleach didn't just get it.
No, that bleach failed. That bleach failed, man.
That's bullshit because the kid said they
said that they had an inspection coming up and they were clean. It didn't appear to me that anyone has made any effort to clean any part of the house. So he tried to put bleach. Yo, this is crazy, bro.
They ain't cleaned this place in forever.
All right. It was Mother's Day. I was supposed to clean. I did wash a set of clothes and put it in the dryer.
Bro, you ain't do no cleaning, bro. It was dog everywhere,
Bleach was
boy.
right there in the kitchen.
The only reason somebody dumps that much bleach out on the kitchen is to try and conceal evidence.
Yep.
And what you're saying, absolutely, 100%. Looking in my eyes, you ain't laid hands on her that day whatsoever, except slap her face.
Trying to put her up, man.
That's it.
That's it, man.
So after
Bro, what's
working around
bro?
for 4 years, you just magically stopped doing it?
I ain't whoop her ass that day.
I didn't whoop her ass that day, bro. Get the bro.
He said, man, we knew something was going to go bad eventually with that.
Bro, stop talking to this idiot, bro.
And all that past and whatever, all that. But not last night, man. Not last night.
Okay, where'd the blood in the house come from?
I'm not sure, man.
Who was bleeding in the house?
The mother was her.
I'm telling you this. Y'all got a track record of fighting, and you got a track record for whipping her ass on a constant basis. Everybody that we're dealing with says this is an all-the-time thing. She's got marks over marks over marks over marks on her.
Wait, hold on. Broke it. I don't know how to pronounce that. Broke. She got a hemorrhaging in the neck, multiple contusions on the scalp, head, blood in the chest cavity, broken sternum. Damn, possibly from chest compression. Bruising of the eye, mouth, lips, and contusion on forehead. Multiple scratches, abrasions on neck. Some new, some old. Bro.
Her mouth busted. She got an abrasion on top of her head and the back.
Broken hyoid bone. I've never heard of that bone.
I don't know.
So you don't know nothing about all that, but.
No, I mean, I know our track record and all this stuff.
But you don't deny the fact that
He been beating that girl, man.
How many times have you threatened to kill her in the past?
I ain't never threatened to kill her.
No,
Cap.
There are a bunch of people saying.
Wait. Miss Young stated that Mr. Suspect was walking in first and that Miss Victim was coming inside behind him and that he stated to Miss Victim, I'm gonna kill you, B-word. Oh my God. Yo.
And they said, we'll go to court
This
all
man
day
is
long.
really just lying through his teeth. And then he lying with a straight face, though.
Not all that day?
And you were at it like
911, like, trying to revive her.
So that's her, right? So you didn't notice none of that stuff at all. All day long, didn't notice none of that stuff.
Just what about?
What? Several people have witnessed the injuries to her body from previous domestic incidents. Her mom there alone was suspect. They both said they have heard suspects say he would kill their mom. Oh my God.
Man.
And you can't see her other eye, but you know, it's full of the size of a damn baseball. And so none of that did you notice.
Yeah, if I went home
I'm
and
my girlfriend.
if I went home to my husband and I had the kind of injuries that she has, I think he would notice.
So she's just laying there in the floor for how long? I mean, you're sitting there high and doing your thing, but I mean, she's on the floor cold.
Crazy
Before
work.
911 actually gets called.
I just thought she was drunk, man.
What?
And then I was like, hey, man, you scaring me now. Just thinking she was down there asleep.
Bro.
So you can't give me any kind of...
This got an IQ of a fucking cashew. Like, what the hell, bro? Just stop talking, bro.
I mean, look at mouth and try to get up with the 911, man.
Well, busted lips don't kill
Lock
people,
him up,
so.
for real.
I understand that. I don't feel people either, man. Y'all trying.
Well, I mean, you did, brother.
The head injury, I ain't know nothing about it.
The autopsy came back with one conclusion: manual strangulation, ruled a homicide.
Yep.
All despite 4 years of documented abuse. Witnesses who heard him threaten to kill her, and a cause of death that left no room for doubt. He was charged with murder, aggravated assault, possession of marijuana with intent to distribute, and possession of cocaine. In Georgia, murder alone means life in prison. But that's not what happened. In December 2023, he took a plea deal. Murder was reduced to voluntary manslaughter.
Damn.
The aggravated assault and cocaine charges were dropped entirely. He pleaded guilty to voluntary manslaughter, marijuana possession, and cruelty to children. When the judge was done, he walked away with 30 years instead of life, 20 for the manslaughter, 10 for the drug charge, with credit for time already served. Upon release, he'll serve another 10 years on probation. The victim was 30 years old. She left behind 3 children.
Damn!
YouTube thinks you'll love the video on screen. Click to watch.
They should have gave his ass life, bro. They should have gave him life, bro. Look, bro, with domestic violence and stuff, bro, I hate to say this, bro. You know the woman gonna always win when they call the cops. Like, they find out that y'all got to fight, they gonna lock the man up. But, man, he been beating the shit out that girl, man. That shit is sick, though. It's not love if y'all beating on each other, bro. Just stay single. If they do you wrong, just leave. That's all you gotta do. This man threatening to people parents and stuff, like, bro, they should have been called. Well, she did say she called the police several times. They always end up waiting until it's too late. Bro. That shit is never good, bro.